Yo, what's up, guys? So Milan squeaked out a 1-0 win today against Hellas Verona, guys. And obviously, guys, it wasn't the best performance today by Milan, of course. And obviously, it was a frustrating performance at times as well in this game. Obviously, coming off that 1-0 disappointment in Feyenoord, we were hoping that Milan would probably play a little bit better today, of course. Now, we obviously saw Gabi and Chow get the start in the defense. Teo and Walker got their same starting spots at left back and right back. We saw Musa get back into the 11, of course, because he couldn't play in the Champions League game. We saw Fofana and Reinders still. We saw Jimenez, we saw Felix, and we saw Ricardo Sotil get his starting debut for Milan today, of course. And obviously that first half we saw was horrendous, to say the least, guys. It was very flat, uninspiring first half by Milan. They couldn't get anything going, really. They did have some chances. Felix had a chance. Musa had that wide open chance at the end of the half, which I couldn't believe he missed, wide open in front there. He skies it over the net. Reinders had an opportunity. They had some chances, Milan, in that first half to get a goal. But, obviously Jimenez had that goal as well that was called offside. Child put in that through ball to him. Little chances by Milan, guys, but not great chances by them, to break the deadlock at 0-0. Very frustrating. Verona's like 15th in the league. It's incredible how difficult Milan made it look at times in this game. It's making small clubs hard to break them down. It's like incredible how Milan have small club syndrome. It blows my mind how difficult it is for Milan to break down small teams. In that first half, they had a lot of difficulties, even though they dominated possession like 75%. They didn't do anything with the damn ball. That was the most frustrating thing in the first half. They did not do enough to get a goal. Now, obviously, they won the game, of course, 1-0, right? But like I said, guys, these performances are not good enough by Milan standards, of course. Obviously in the second half, Conte tried to make some changes. He brought in Jimenez, he brought in Leao, and those two end up coming up big time in the second half, of course, when Jimenez chipped that ball into Rafa, and then Rafa with that great assist to Jimenez to score his second goal for Milan, his first is Serie, right? And Jimenez is the only player other than Shevchenko and Pulisic to score a goal in his first two games in Italy. So it's fantastic for Jimenez. Leao has 36 assists in his last 5 seasons, is the best facilitator in Serie the last 5 years. And it's crazy to think of, because Rafa at times drives us nuts, but then sometimes he's a spectacular player, and he is a great player, but there are so many times where it's like you scratch your head at watching Rafa play. There were times in this game you're like, Rafa could have made a pass to Teo on the left flank and trying to attempt a shot that was blocked. There are many opportunities where Rafa shows his brilliance, and then there's opportunities where Rafa makes you want to punch a hole in the wall because he drives you nuts because the potential that he has. But it was a great play by Jimenez, Leao, and then the other Jimenez, Santiago, to get the finish there. It was a great goal by Milan. Beautiful finish there, great creativity there. But that was pretty much the only beautiful play of the game, because other than that, the game wasn't pretty at all. It was like everyone had been saying on X and everything else, that the game was flat, it was lethargic at times, and it really was. Even at Mike Maignan, again, almost having another howler, the ball going through his hands. Like, get this guy a new pair of goalie gloves, honestly. Like, holy shit, man. Luckily enough, that ball didn't go in. Other than that opportunity, that Verona didn't really threaten much. They had a chance or two here and there, but nothing really threatening Milan, guys. And Gabi and Chow, another clean sheet for those guys. Great by them. Those two are really starting to become a cohesive unit in the backfield there, guys, in the defense pairing. They're doing a really good job, Chow and Gabi. I thought they played well today. Like I said, even though Verona didn't threaten much, they did what they had to do. We saw, like I said, Walker come out at halftime. I'm sure that's regarding the Feyenoord game. You want to give him a little bit of a break before, because, he had his hands full with that Igor Paschal guy on Wednesday. He was a handful for Walker. So good call by Conte to give him a little bit of a break, of course. Now, like I said, guys, the attack, it's not looking fluid. The team at times, it's just like they go through multiple minutes in the game where they don't get a shot on net, long stretches. And it's like Milan need to find a way to be more clinical in front of net, find a way to get more opportunities. They didn't get enough chances, guys, on Montipol, I felt, to threaten a goal. Like Leao, when he came into the game obviously changed. They brought in Pulisic later on. Milan had more threatening chances, but to win 1-0 against Verona, guys, watching a team like Atalanta beat them 5-0 last week, you got to think yourself, Milan have the talent, they have the quality, and they struggle to win at home. 1-0. It's like, come on, man. It's like, we're better than that. Like, listen, we got the 3 points. Fantastic. We move on. We still tied with Bologna, had that game in hand, massive. If we win that game in hand, we're only a couple points behind Lazio for that 4th spot, especially with the way we've been playing this year, to still have a possibility of making top 4. is absolutely great because we have the talent, we have the quality, but the team has been so inconsistent this year. It's been very frustrating to watch at times. And today was another example as to why Milan have been so inconsistent this year. Now, let's hope to God that they have a great game next week on Wednesday against Feyenoord, because obviously we know how vital that game is. If they win that game, you get to the round of 16, you make some more money. Of course, we all know how much management loves to make money, right? So that's vital for Milan to win against Feyenoord on Wednesday. Very vital as well to win that game in hand against Bologna. We're tied on points with Bologna. If we beat Bologna, it's huge. We're climbing right close to the top four, a couple points back to Juve, like I mentioned, and Lazio. Absolutely huge if Milan can win that game in hand. But guys, like I said in my past videos, you don't know what you're getting from Milan. It's one good game, one bad game. It's like this game here. I was expecting a way better performance, and look what we got. A 1-0 game, guys. It's not good enough by the club, guys. The team needs to get better. Colton Sal, you can see the frustration on his face. The team doesn't push up the field quick enough. They don't move the ball fast enough. A lot of frustrating things. But listen, at the end of the day, though, they got the 3 points. Jimenez gets another goal. Felix is starting more and more. He's getting his feet wetter now with the team. That's what we want. Obviously, there are some frustrating moments. He does complain a lot on the field, Felix, but he does draw a lot of yellow cards, which is good. He's very shifty and agile. Very good for him to have that type of a thing in his system, to have that type of play in his system, guys. For Felix to do something like that, guys, get between the lines, put it through balls. That's what we need from Felix, guys. We need him to facilitate the ball, put shots on net like he did with that multiple shot that was a little bit difficult for the goalkeeper. So let's hope and see, guys, that Milan can get some consistency in their game. I've been saying this video after video, hoping that Milan can get more consistent in their game. But it hasn't been good enough, guys. And I think we could all agree that they need to start winning consistently in Serie and in the Champions League, guys. They're 0-2 under Conte in the Champions League. They're up and down in Serie. They have to start finding ways to win games and get a string of wins, guys. But listen, guys, at the end of the day, 3 points in the bag. Very good by Milan. Jimenez another goal. Leao with another assist. The team did not look great today, but you get the 3 points. Move on to the next game, which is Torino and Serie. Focus on Feyenoord in the Champions League, guys. Get to the round of 16. I hope to God that this team has a way better performance on Wednesday, guys, because if they don't, it is going to be disastrous for this club, guys, moving forward. Knowing you're not in Champions League, moving forward to the round of 16, you lose on a lot of money. The team's ambitions are out the window now. It's like it would be a complete mess if Milan did not make the round of 16 in the Champions League, guys. But let's hope for the best, guys, on Wednesday. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Forza Milan sempre, guys. Remember, if you do not watch sports, you're more. Ciao, guys.